Hey, my name is Dan. I used to work at the biggest dealership in the country, and now I teach fine folks like you how not to get fucked when buying a car. If you watched my previous video, you probably realized that I cannot stand European cars. I have passionate hate for car manufacturers that put out shit cars, which is pretty much every single European brand in America. But why do we need them? Here's why. Because if there is no market competition, if nobody is pushing on Toyota or Honda, just on Asian brands, if nobody's making them Asians get super fucking smart and make great cars, guess what's gonna happen to their cars? They're gonna turn to shit. How do you like customer service from Verizon, Comcast, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram? They're pretty shit, huh? Actually, Comcast or Xfinity in some places, it's the same company, or Verizon has the shittiest customer service that there is on fucking earth. I mean, maybe in Russia it's worse. But in America, they're the worst. Why are they so bad? Why are they telling their customers to go fuck themselves every single time you call them? Because they're so fucking huge. They have so much goddamn money that they can afford to lose you as a customer. And you obviously sign a contract, you know. That's also a thing. But because they make so much money and nobody's competing with them, they have literally no competition. Who is there to compete with Xfinity? Not very many companies. Who is there to compete with Comcast? Not very many companies. Who is there to compete with Facebook, YouTube, Instagram? Literally nobody. That's why they dominate. That's why they treat their customers so bad. That's why their products are kind of turds. That's why if YouTube, for example, doesn't like your videos, they'll tell you to go fuck yourself and they'll just shadow ban you, or like Instagram can shadow ban people, Facebook also shadow bans people. Twitter, if somebody doesn't like you, well, you'll get banned. If somebody on Twitter, one of the employees or whatever you're saying just doesn't like you, you'll get banned just like that. The reason we absolutely have to have German cars, even though they're really shitty, even though the Italian cars are absolutely horrific in quality, the reason we need European cars, we absolutely have to have uneducated people buy them, is so there's pressure on Asian car manufacturers. That's the only reason. However, you as an educated customer, you're watching this channel, I mean, you're here for a reason, you're here to get educated, and I really want to give you as much useful information as possible. You know now that you should be buying 3, 4, 5-year-old cars for half the price of what original MSRP was, with all the cool bells and whistles and awesome features and options that cars have to offer. That's why I teach what I teach. I teach people how to get the best possible deal. I teach people before you're gonna go to the dealership, please do your research. If you don't do your research, you will get fucked so hard. You will lose thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. An average person in America will buy 12 cars in their life. From 18 until they die at 79 years old, they're gonna have 12 cars. They will lose about $7,000 on each car. 7 times 12, let me do the math here. That's a shit ton of money. That's a shit ton of fucking money. That's 84 grand. I don't know how about you, but in my book, 74 grand is a shit ton of money. You can save 84 grand just by knowing how to properly buy cars. Simple as that. Is 84 grand a lot of money for you? If it is, you should probably learn how to buy cars, because if you don't, you're gonna lose that money. That's what I teach, That's why nobody else in the country does what I do. Because nobody else can go fuck the dealership and teach people how to buy cars and save a bunch of money and get out of dealership in less than 60 minutes. Most car reviewers are sucking dealerships' dicks. Most auto bloggers or car bloggers or whatever the hell you want to call them are sucking car manufacturers' dicks, because if they won't give good car reviews, you know what's gonna happen? Ford is gonna tell them, Chevy is gonna tell them, Honda is gonna tell them, well, you go ahead and fuck yourself. I have plenty of other fucking nerds with cameras that can review our cars and give us 5 stars. Why would we give you car to review when you're only gonna give us 2 stars? Why the hell would we do that? And that's why you can't trust majority of car reviewers. 99% of them are useless. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up below. and click the subscribe button over my head, or watch one of those two videos if you want to see more money saving tips about cars. This is Dan with 60 Minute Car. I'm signing out, and I'll see you on the internet.